Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and part 5 of this little picture here we're doing. It is taking me a very long time, but it's okay. If you notice, I've done a few of the little leaves and a rock down here. If I can get this up a little higher. And I'm going to show you how I did the rocks. Now I'm doing them with the, to say, brand new set of pan pastels I got. So this is the box. It's the 20 set pure colors. So these are the set that come in the like primary color. It's not a shade, it's not a tint, it's not an extra dark, it's just the plain solid color. Cool set, by the way. And I took out the set that is in the gray tones. I'm going to say gray browns set here. So on the back it's in here in this range. So we have the burnt sienna, raw umber, black, neutral gray, and white, and we're using that on the rocks. Now excuse me, if you remember, we put a little of that green that was up here on the rocks, so you'll see a little of that coming through also. And the way I do this is just, I just did it with this tool here, the little point tip on it. And we went in with the neutral gray first. So we just dab a little of that on there. And we'll just do this rock next door here. And we'll add in a little of that gray, kind of leaving the greenish area there. Then we'll dab into the, and it's just called black, so we'll dab into that. We're going to make the shadow over here and then just kind of dab it in. There'll be a shadow under this leaf, so we'll go under that. And then just kind of like pat it is how we get that kind of speckled effect. And if it needs to be lighter, just go in with the gray and speckle that in. You can always wipe off the tool when you're doing this, or bring in white. I'm sorry, I didn't have white before. And dab that in. White is going to be a game changer for me, which is kind of cool. And then we want to put in kind of a bit of brown, and that is the raw umber we're pulling in. So we'll put a little of that in. And then we're just going to blend it. I've got to get all that off together and make it look like a rock. If you want it a little darker in areas, just go in with a little bit more black. Kind of draw in your shape there a little more. And there you have a rock. If you want to, you can bring in a little brown, because rocks are all different colors and we don't want them all the same. So this is just the burnt sienna. So I'll add a little bit of that one into this rock. Just give it a little more brown look. There. And then we'll just go to another rock and do the same thing. So go in with the gray. We have a little brown left over on this, which is absolutely fine because we want our rocks to look different. Black. Shadow over here a little bit, more on the downside. Throw in a little white. Oops. I actually took the booty off that time. Kind of blend it around a little. Then just dab in some of that black, some of the gray, some of the brown, just to give it kind of like this speckled-ish look that we got going on over here. And like I said, each rock is going to look a little different, which is fun. Okay, this one's going to have the shadow from that rock. Probably the shadow from all these leaves too, so we'll just add a little gray and then top it with a little white here. And there we got that one. Go to this big one here. I hope I'm in camera while I'm doing this. So sorry if I'm not. I can add in a lot of the gray coming down into this rock. It's a bigger rock. Okay. Add in the black. Add in some raw umber. Kind of a shadow under our little snaily friend here. Add in some white. A little extra black, and tap it in there. There we go. And this one will make a little browner, so we'll go in with the brown first. A little of the dark black for a shadow. Light gray. There we go. I'll bring in some pencil and do a little extra shading on these if I want. Want this side a little blacker. There. Cool. Yeah. Play, play, play until you're happy, right? All right, now we have these leaves to do. I was hoping I could do them with the pastels, but I think I have to do those with pencil. Now I tried down here, I'm going to add some of this in there. It's just a pretty color. See how that reacts to the leaves up here. I don't know. Anyway, I'm having a hard time with the leaves. I tried with the Luminance Pencils and I did not like the way it came out, so I kind of went back to the Prismacolors, which are my favorite greens to use in leaves. I gotta close these up. This is so hard to do. I'm going to have to buy myself some of those cases. They're a lot easier to get in and out of for me. I will do a video on these colors so you can see them all later. but I love how those rocks turned out. So we have, I have to spray them. Got little eraser bits here on my desk. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to spray these first before I put my hand in and mess them up. And then I'll come back and maybe add a little bit better shadow line here between the rocks. Just with this is black Prisma. But even just adding a little bit there between the rocks, it sure makes a big difference. Just separates them a little bit better. Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to spray that and see you in a bit. Okay, we're mostly dry. I'm going to just do a little detailing on the rocks. I want this side to be a little darker, so let's see if I can't get you down just a little bit more so you can see that. So this is the Prisma Black, and I'm just going to go underneath the side, kind of bring that black into the rock here from the edge. I want this edge darker. And I want them to be rounder. I don't want that drawn line to show too much. So we're just going to go around and add some color in there. Especially on this one, we're going to do some separation, so I have to darken that a lot there. And our leaf comes down here, so I want to darken under there too. And because these rocks are not smooth and I want them kind of bumpy, I'm not going to worry about trying to get this so smooth. Maybe we'll put a little crease in this one. Get chip taken out or something. Okay, do the same thing up here. Sorry about that. Computer's on. Oops, went out of line. We'll make the rock a little bigger. Sorry, I don't fret about things like that. Over here on the snail rock. Make it a little flatter down there. Darken under the snail, give him a little shadow. Okay. Throw in a little bit of a brown here. This is brown ochre on the brown rocks. I want it a little browner. So that one. I'll throw a little in here too. Okay. Then we'll throw a little green in the other rocks. What do we have here? Okay, we have green ochre. Throw a little in there too. All right. I think that looks okay. Maybe a little of the buff titanium. Kind of blend that green in a little bit better here. There we go. I mean, they're not perfect rocks, but hey. They kind of look like rocks, right? That's what we're going for. They're rocky. Okay, grass. So we had some colors out here for that. I thought, okay, let's see. So the little grass areas here are going to be the olive yellow, moss green, and olive brown kind of colors. So we're just going to go in with the lightest color here, which is the olive yellow. And we're just going to kind of brighten it up there a little bit. Then we're going to go in with a olive brown at the base here and kind of bring some of that up. Okay, and then the last color, which is the moss green, bring that in there. Then I'm going to bring some extra pieces up. This is the moss green, and just kind of fluff our grass up a little bit. Okay. And we may just add in some extra green here too, like put a little piece of grass over here. Get in some of the lighter color. Okay. Not perfect, but hey. We got grass up here, so we're just going to go in with these three colors again. It's because I cannot really tell where they are or how they look. So I'm just going to kind of put in my own pieces here. And all three colors are going to go in. some over here. Okay, just wherever you want it, whatever you think it might look nice, tucked in anywhere. All right, and I guess we have one more here. And one down here too. All right. Now we have to kind of go up into the leaves. I didn't, like I said, I was having problems with the leaf shapes here, so going in with some Prismacolors. And I didn't like, yeah, it'll be a nice shadow on that one, I guess. I did spray it, so we just have to deal. So we have the moss green, which is the same as this moss green. I'll try it with these colors, and we'll see what we come up with. So, okay, olive yellow. We'll go in with that one first. Do this light side. And then bring in the moss green. It kind of goes up to that leaf. It's the leaf behind it, and that leaf. I just kind of have to map them out. This is the olive brown. We're going to kind of exaggerate these little holes, make them look more like tears. We're going to bring in a vein here. Just so I know where it's at. Going back in with the moss green. And then we're going to go in with that little black. Going to go up that vein again so we can see them. Okay, that's kind of what I'm ending up getting. And they're all going to kind of look like that. So I'm going to bring in a little of the titanium, buff titanium, and just kind of blend them in. I want a little more color on this one. I'm going to bring in the moss green of the Prisma. Buff titanium again, just to blend it. Okay, and we're going to take the black and accentuate that leaf there. So we know it's going over. Okay, something in that line. Just gonna throw in some black lines here into the grass. Just so they kind of don't look so out there. So basically that's how I'm going to do all the leaves. The big grass is going to be done the same way with the colors. I'm going to do the leaves off camera because they're going to take me a long time. So she has some grass back here that we're just going to bring up. Some tall grass here. These go behind, but we're going to kind of get those to come up a little bit too. Darken them up a little bit. I'm not exactly sure if that is a root to this one up here. And we're going to put in all those colors. And then add the little black in here too. I think that comes down here somewhere. Okay. And yeah, I think I will do the rest of those leaves off camera. I'm going to do one other thing that I thought this could use is I'm going to put some brown dots into our dirt here. So I need to find one of my brown inks. Okay, I think walnut stain would be good. And this is just that stamp that I use a lot. It's the itty bitty, I wrote it down on here, itty bitty background stamp from Stampin' Up. And we're gonna get some of that on there. And then where the darkest areas are, I'm just gonna add in a couple of these dots. I'm gonna get another color in here too. That one's not showing up as much as it should. Might get some yellow in it too. This is vintage photo. So just put in some of these can even go on the rocks if you want it on the rocks. It'll help them out with their texture. That's my word I'm trying to come up with. Okay. So just add it in here and there. I think that looks good there. We'll get some scattered straw in there too, and just give it a little yellow. Should show up. I guess it is very close to that color we're using, so there. It just adds a little something. I didn't want to put dots in with my pencils, so we got that going. Still got eraser bits on there. I'm going to go around in all her white, put Posca in here. So we're going to go around the lines. And kind of bring it up to this line. Then we're going to go and make a little stitch. And that kind of matches the jeans. We're going to do that down here too on this one. And on our pocket. On her pants down here. Okay. We're going to follow that pattern here on the front. We're also going to do that up here on her, I guess it's her collar. And she has kind of got that color going up and over her sleeve here. Okay. Going to do that on her bow up here too. And we're going to put a little stitch line down here too. Okay, so we're going to be doing that on the entire bowl. We got to do a little something here on her sleeve too, so we're going to make this white. Just make it stand out a little more. And that would be her neck too. Gonna add a few of these little white into her freckles up here. Get that piece out of her hair. Gonna redo his little eyes. Okay, on our little snail, we're going to add some highlights. Okay, we're going to give him an eye as soon as I find my black pen. I don't think I put it away. I did. Okay. This is a glaze pen from Sakura, and it is raised, so it leaves kind of like a gel pen will leave a raised eye or line. And we're just going to put a little eye on him right there. And we're going to let that dry, and then I can put a little dot in him. And let's see if we can't dress up something else here a little bit. I don't know. Well, the cherries up here can get a little highlight also. A little pony thingy. So I'll be going around and doing that kind of stuff. Might put some grass in here too. Let's see what I got. I've got this is a green Posca. I don't know if these have names. It says called light green. I'm going to add some of this into this grass. And maybe we'll put a little bit of grass here too. Okay, I also have a yellow and I'm pretty sure that's yellow, yes, and this is a just plain green. It's not dark green, but it's a plain green, so we're going to add that in there too. And then we'll put a yellow in there just to add some brightness to it. Okay. Oops, not on his nose. Wipes up, so. All right. That looks kind of cute. I don't know if I'll put any sparkle on her, but her little dots might get some highlights in them too. I'm going to keep them this kind of white pink color because I liked how it turned out. And you really can't see it, but I know it's there. Kind of adds a little something. Maybe we'll add some stitching to her pocket too. Cute. Anyway, I'll keep playing with it like that. I will finish those leaves. I'm sorry I cannot sit here and color them on camera. It just takes too long, and you saw what I did. The only other thing with these ones with the holes in them, just take the color, like there's a big gap here, and I think that's a leaf, but I don't know. But this is dirt, and the dirt did come up this high, so you want to be able to see that dirt through that hole. So just get a dirt color and kind of add it in there. Now you wouldn't be doing that with the ones that are in the sky. You would be doing the ones with the sky. If there's green behind here, like this one has a green, you would put the green that's in that grass behind there. So you could see that. This one up here in the sky, there's a very, very light blue background. So you could take a really light blue, which I don't think I have out here on my desk because we did that in a different thing. So I have sky blue light, and we can put a little bit of that in the background through those holes. And then it'll look like the background up here. Put a little sky blue light going around up here, and it'll look even more like it's supposed to be there. Okay. So the rest of this is just me playing with it and getting the leaves done. So I will show you guys a picture of it completed at the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me through all of this. My next video won't be so long, I hope. Yeah, just playing with it. So you'll see all the details at the in the solid picture, and the leaves will be finished. I hope it gave you an idea with that leaf there. It'll probably take me another 3 hours to do. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you again for so much for watching and subscribing and liking my videos. And I'll see you in the next one I make. Take care, everyone. Bye now.